Okay, we're recording now. Sorry. um, where was I? So in the memo, I run through our existing ordinances. Those are identified in italics, and we actually have a lot of the foundation and legwork here that describes how we would move through a process of communication. The one thing that I've added is that, you know, it recognizes that all emergencies are different and may require different levels of need in terms of communication, but in general, should there be a need to get a hold of the village president and we're unable to make that contact within about 30 minutes, that then I would move in a rotation of them moving to public safety chair and down the line, the committees that are identified already by ordinance. And that's essentially what we do right now. You know, if the village president is unable to chair a meeting, that moves to that next position with public safety chair and then on down the line. So the purpose of this procedure is really just to outline how we would work with that and what expectations and time would be. And then we'd proceed from there. I don't have the memo in hard copy before me, so I'm going to pull that up. And if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
I would just like to say that I think my hope is that with the police department organizational study, one of the things that we'll be addressing is going to be communications. And so I think a lot of us were frustrated with things that happened this summer with communication. And I know I've learned a lot in the last 3 months. And I think because of the situations that unfolded this year, truly unprecedented in, you know, well, let's say 50 years. But I think that we can do better in other areas. But I think this is what we need right now to move the ball forward. And then hopefully, once we get the input from the community in the focus groups and we get information from the consultant in the study, we can take this to a higher level too, besides just what we're seeing before us. Anybody else? Trustee Warren, Trustee Bockhorst?
Yeah, I would just jump in here and say, you know, this is just reflecting, making our policy reflect what's in the ordinance, right? Right, Rebecca? So it makes sense to me. 30 minutes, you just kind of move down the line, and then if no one's available, then it's incumbent upon the village manager to make the call, and then the board next time it gets together can do what it needs to do. So it makes sense to me, and I think it's something that it makes sense to insert in our policies.
Trustee Bockhorst, did you have anything to add?
So if that's the case, what I would do, I wanted to lay it out in memo format. Not only that, but I had promised Tyler that I would not adjust any of the formatting within the original communications plan. So what I would do is essentially take that and then we would insert it into a page of policy and then bring that forth to the board. So there wouldn't be much more in terms of change, just a different heading and then inserting the chapter in accordance with an area within the document that he saw fit.
Trustee Bockhorst, did you have any questions or comments? No? Okay, and what about Mr. Liebenthal, Lieutenant?
Can you hear me?
Yep, there
Okay.
you go, Tom.
All right, just want to make sure. Problem unmuting there. No, we're fine with how the ordinance reads and what our role is and everything. And at this point, we're good with how everything is. So.
Sounds good.
All right then. Is there a motion?
Sorry, coming off mute.
I guess we don't. Do we need a motion? I'm looking.
Yes, let's take a motion to recommend to the full board.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Great. Now you guys have some breathing room before the next meeting. This doesn't happen often.
Okay.
Put together my dinner.
Yeah.
I know, right? Just a motion to adjourn then.
So
So
moved.
moved. Second.
Second. All right. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
We'll vote. Everyone in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.